Okay, so I guess is Amanda here? Shalina cannot make it, or yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm here now.
But yeah, Shalina is on a trip or something.
Ah, okay. Got it.
So we're just like, I feel like a lot has happened. And I was thinking about it today, like, what has happened, what have we learned, and where are we going next? Or where we are, because didn't we teleport away from town?
Yes. And so that's part of it is you guys need to figure out where you are. Okay. She said she got home yesterday. One thing was that you guys had leveled up, so just wanted to make sure you guys had leveled up your characters.
What level are we?
Did I leave a note? Let's see. You're level 8. Let me check. Okay, so you did level up your character. You're level 8.
I clearly did not.
What level are you?
7.
Yes. Okay. That checks out. Everybody was level 7, so you should all be level 8.
Am I doing this one? I thought...
This was with Famil?
I don't think I've played with Summer of Daedalus. So...
Ah, okay. Well,
no worries.
never mind then. You're welcome to join
Do you
if
want to?
I've got a trip a month for work to India, so... Okay. Which is where I got sick this week, so... thanks, though.
Yeah, no worries.
Melina's on journey tonight, but if you just let her know what she needs to do, if she's doing it or not. But
okay.
Good luck, guys. Have a good game session. 0, whatever.
All right. Feel better.
I'm so sick right now. Bye.
Bye. Go get rest. I thought she was on it, but
It was Shalina, Brennan, and I think Cynthia was for a while, and then when Brennan joined, she got written out, and so did Cassie.
Yes, that's right. Is Taylor... I guess that's part of the first question is if you guys... I assume you two are here because you want to continue. And Brendan said he was going to join, he just couldn't make it tonight.
Right.
Is Taylor still interested in this campaign at all, or...
I don't know. I just sent him a message and asked if he was joining. Hang on.
So, yeah, like, figuring out where we are is probably high priority, but that will happen in session, and can't really do that right now, so...
that was kind of like if people were wanting to figure that out today, because that helps me prepare. I
Were
wanted you
you-
guys to give you guys time to talk about where you are. So in Roll20, I have moved you to the map where you have teleported into, because you guys teleported into a pond, a shallow pond. No, the board still.
What is this animal?
This one?
It was a
Yeah.
boar?
Yeah, it's a boar.
Oh, is that Shalina's?
Yes.
Hmm.
But so priority today is leveling up to level 8. And you guys are welcome to try and figure out where you are, and what you would like to go investigate. I was gonna do a quick recap of what all happened. Maybe I should be recording just so people can watch the video.
Well, I was thinking about what we've accomplished and what we're going to do, and we had gone to the forge that was under the well, but we weren't able to get through some door with an altar in there. So that's a place to go, but we know that place to be flooded because we kind of ran away and got on a boat and went to the pirate skull.
You guys kind of realized that like you couldn't go any further in that dungeon, in that Dwarven Forge ruins. You guys went back to Caer Caladir. You had gone through an abandoned town that was mysteriously abandoned. It seemed like it was abandoned kind of like a few months ago. And you found the zombies, those undead that were locked up in the barn.
Was that Blackstone?
Yes.
Okay. I thought that was it, but I wasn't sure.
Yes, that was Blackstone. But you set the Baron on fire. So there's that. Hopefully problem solved kind of thing. You guys went through the forest. You went past the graveyard where you met Gary, the undead, who was friendly. And he was like, "Oh, if you come back, bring this and stuff." You guys continued in to Caer Caladir and noticed that there was a heavy presence.
When we were in the graveyard, there was a mausoleum that we couldn't get into. I remember having Xerix use his new sight to look inside briefly. So that is another goal, like where to go, but again, have to find out where we are now before we do that.
Yeah, so there was a mausoleum that you guys couldn't get into, but you were able to get some kind of information from it, in that it was the royal mausoleum for the royal family of Caer Callidere. Gary had said that it used to be a pilgrimage spot for the hero of the Moonshay Isles. He was celebrated as a hero who saved the world from the big bad that was taking over the Moonshay Isles. And yeah, there was no way to get inside the mausoleum, but you had sensed that there was something amiss with the mausoleum. One of you had casted, I can't remember what spell it was, but one of you determined that the mausoleum was empty. There was a set of missing, there was essentially an empty coffin in there, which is weird. Because there was no sign of like break-in or anything. You went back to Caer Callidere and were able to get into the city, but the city was very different. Last you left, there was more of a military presence, a lot more guards, and every guard was accompanied by a Templar, a soldier of the church, of the temple. They seemed unusual. You guys were able to do some last minute shopping. You were able to go to the Shady Shay and talk to the barkeep about kind of trying to get more information of what happened and what's going on. You did some stealth missions. Lithius went and saw some familiar faces who were they seemed to be dropping things off in certain locations. They had a wagon, his old crewmates, and they were working on some kind of job. Xerix and Famil went and broke into the mayor's office, which didn't go well. Could have gone a little better, but it could have been worse, you know? You had figured out that the mayor had been killed. And you had figured out that the mayor was killed by
By the assistant, right?
Yes. Let me see his name here. And I will show this to players.
Yostin.
Yes. And Yostin, there was something special about him that Xerix found out by trying to cast a spell on him, and it didn't work. You guys remember what happened to Yostin? Because he was there at the hanging.
I remember people sneaked in.
No, after
Yeah.
that.
I know. That's
Oh, okay.
that's all I remember.
I mean, there was a big fight and a lot of confusion, and
yes, there was a big fight. There was a lot of people there doing different things, and then there was you guys and your mission to try and stop the hanging, or to interfere with the hanging that had occurred. There was the Macogler clan that was there to revolt against the new mayor and the temple, and also try and stop the hanging. But the mayor was there, and he ran as soon as a fight broke out, but he was kind of doing a little bit of fighting. There was somebody who was able to perceive what had happened to the mayor. And he turned into something. Does anyone remember?
Care Bear.
A Care Bear. No, not quite. So, Yostin turned into this. He was a changeling, a fae, a fairy creature in the Feywild. And he died. So, good riddance to him.
Rip.
But there was the head priest, who also died. And there was those creatures that revealed themselves. And there was a lot of cultists that had broken in and were kind of starting to fight everyone. And then something happened to Colossus. Does anyone remember what happened to Colossus?
Had a
I don't
private
remember.
session with Ira.
I'm pretty sure everyone else was listening, though. It is just you, the player, if you know if you remember what happened.
No.
I don't think we heard. I think you took Amanda aside and talked to her about something.
That
'Cause-
was during the interrogation, but this was at the end. When the one guy had shown up, and you were all there. Let me bring you to that screen.
That guy exploded. That's all I remember.
So it was this scene. Turn the music down a little bit, I guess. A little too loud with the screams. So it was this scene. This guy and a bunch of the zombies and his weird little squid men showed up, and his red priests, just starting to kill any civilians and feeding them to the zombies. And he attempted to cast something on Ira, and Colossus stepped forward and took the hit, and turned into a familiar face for Ira. And it was revealed that Colossus wasn't actually Colossus, but Ira's father, alleged father, or someone that she remembers, has vague memories of. Let's see if I can reveal the token. Token. This guy. And he told one of you to grab because you had a teleportation scroll on you, and he had said, get out of here, use the scroll. And so one of you did when you were all finally together. And you teleported here. But the city, when you guys last saw it, it seemed like the city had fallen. The mayor was dead. The priest was dead. There was undead and tentacle guys and red priests just slaughtering anyone and everyone that they could find. There was still some fights going on with the clans that weren't controlled by the temple that were still fighting. So there may be survivors, you don't know, but there was a lot of fire and a lot of water. So when we had last ended, some of you guys still thought like maybe we can go back to town still to try and save it or try and find the survivors and help them. Is that something you guys would want to do? I guess I would like to start at the top of what is on Ira's mind. In that entire chaos that happened. What is Ira wanting to do?
I feel like. Hang on, let me look at something. I feel like she was old enough to, like, have some memories of, like, what originally happened when they left. Enough to know that maybe, well, she should stay away from the cult, but also, she wants to find her sister.
So find her sister. That's like kind of the goal.
And those two things might kind of be at odds with each other, depending on what it was that he said at the end, because I don't remember.
He had said, "Get out of here." Get my video. Zoom. You guys.
I reach for not Colossus.
Okay. Do you want to try and? I'm gonna say you try and reach for Colossus, but I'm gonna assume Geldloff is.
Wait, who was the guy that had the X on him with the horns?
That was formerly Colossus. So that's what Colossus turned into. Colossus' appearance faded and revealed their true form, which is
No. So there were the three guys in the middle, and I assumed the big one in the middle was Hamish. But there was a circle that you popped up that had an X over it. I don't remember who that was.
You should be on this. Let me get you to this.
No, it says Hamish on
the screen. This person is Hamish.
And
this
this guy
is
also Hamish?
No, this person is what's his name? Lord Zeghelmoth is what you've heard of him be referred to as.
So we need to not get captured by the cult, but also, like, she wants to find her sister. Ultimately. So she would, like, look in her memory palace and try and figure out if there are any clues that we have to where that would be.
Yeah. So you do remember with your conversation with Hamish, when you had done the interrogation, because you had realized it was not, there was something magical, right? He was hiding his appearance. He did say that he believes your sister was taken to Omen Island, which is the center right here.
Why is this island have an exclamation point?
That is an island that was marked on a map that you had found at the Skull Cave, the Pirate Skull Inn. And it's also the same island that Lithius was told by Joffrey. So his crew, his old boss, told him, meet us at this island.
Except he's dead now.
Allegedly. This is the second time he's died, I guess.
So died is in air quotes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dead.
Could be dead, could not be. Who knows?
Here we
This
go.
star was important. There was something in the bay here that you guys needed to go investigate if you wanted to. And you had seen, you guys had gone to Blackstone. You had gone into the drowned forest here.
Mm-hmm.
You were in Dawn Castle when you had found that well.
Oh, okay.
So this is where you guys were, and then you took the boat, the river, through here, ended up in Blackstone, and then came down. But where you are now, you don't know. So that's why I have you here in this water. You don't know where you are. So no matter what, Ira wants to find her sister, right? Even if it means going to Omen Isle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What would Xerix like to do? How is Xerix feeling after everything that has happened?
Kind of confused. There was like a lot of deception going on, and especially like from Colossus, and he doesn't know why that we had to believe that they were somebody who they weren't. So like, and also with the fight, like there was a lot of enemies fighting enemies, people who he thought was on the side of the same side of evil was fighting each other, and so he isn't really sure who is he has a lot of trust issues, I guess, right now. So any new people he meets, he's going to like very much not trust them because of the shape-shifting that has happened, and also the allegiance that people aren't really following that he thought they were a part of. And Xerix is very much on the side of allegiance, like you swear to someone and you follow them. But if like that person turns against you or the followers turn against the leader, then like who do you trust? Who do you like go to be on your side, kind of thing. And so that's with like a personal issue with him. He doesn't really know, because he's got this book and there's something about it that really interests him, but in order to like interpret more of it, he's got to do things that go against his family, and that's not really what he does. He's very much a family oriented person. All that going forward, the two places that he wasn't allowed in, which he doesn't take no entry for an answer, is the mausoleum in the graveyard and the door in the forge. So he wants to investigate those spots, but did we get anything?
Yeah, so
From-
you guys were able to get the key from the goblin.
Halfo?
Was that his name?
The goblin in the well?
Yes. Because you had found the book. I believe it's in handouts. Last entry of a journal. Different journal. Ah, yes. The Worn Diary. This was the diary of the lady who was getting hanged. Tara McClear. So this was the diary that you guys had found when you had gone and checked out her house, investigated her house to try and see if you could find clues to prove that she did not murder the mayor. Show to players. There you go. You should be able to see it. The Red Priest brought in a goblin folk tonight and took him to the head priest's office. He was screaming about wanting to make a deal. He knew a secret forge of some sort. When I got closer, I heard something about a key. I overheard Simon say he would hold it personally. And so Simon died. You guys were able to successfully kill Simon the priest at the chaotic hanging fight at the courtyard. And you were able to pick up the key. I think it was you, Xerix, who picked up the key and killed the priest. So you have the forge key. So that is an option if you want to go that route.
Okay, I think I have to re-listen to that session, or at least that part, because I have up until when we went shopping for the loot I have. Because we got some stuff from the graveyard, which I have in my inventory, and then I have under that the shopping list that I bought stuff.
Yeah. I'll listen back too just to confirm. It was either you or it was Geldloth who was able to get the key. But I know one of you has it in the party. So going to the forge is an option for you guys. Going to the graveyard will be tricky, but it is doable if that is what you guys want to do. The graveyard is a little closer to Caer Callidere, so it may be something that you guys will want to decide as a whole party. And it might have to be a stealth mission, or that's something that you guys will need to figure out if that's something you want to do. You still don't have a way to get into the graveyard unless by leveling up you guys are able to get entry. But yeah. And then the other thing is for Lithius, his crew said meet at this island down here. So that might pull the party a different way as well. There's kind of a few options you guys can take. What would Geldloth like to do after everything that's happened?
To be honest, I do not remember what I was thinking or feeling. Or, to be honest, almost anything that had happened.
That's fine. Oh, it's been a long time, right? I know whenever we brought up the question on Geldloth, his kind of overall goal was to get off the island. And that could still be the case. Like, he doesn't really care what has happened. It's all confusing. He doesn't really have a part in it. But does he still want to get off the island?
Probably.
Okay.
I can't even log into Roll20. It keeps
It's been so long.
saying I'm logging in, but then not actually logging me in.
Oh yeah, that's right. The clans basically did terrorism and blew up. They had hired Joffrey's men to blow up the city.
Do you remember
So-
who wanted to go back to this town? Because I don't know. Zarek's kind of saw all the ritual stuff and zombies rising, and he's like, "Well, this place is goner."
I mean,
Yeah,
we
I
had
think
talked about wanting to go back, but it was strongly suggested that we not go back. Like, that we get out while we can.
Yeah, so it's not. I think you guys as adventurers.
Can you link the
would
VOD that you
know.
were watching earlier that was of the last session?
Yes, yeah. Let me do that.
Then I can have something to jog my memory.
Let me go to it. Regaining lost power. Or just take me to history of the world. Ew. Gross. Yucky.
Alex, I apologize. I had started writing a message to you and thought I had sent it, but I'm staring at it right now, and I had never pressed enter as a reply to your message on July 14th.
About this night?
Yes,
Okay.
about tonight. Or about, I
There you
don't know, about this in general.
That's okay.
There's the video. Give you some homework to watch that. A refresher. So in my notes I have the party fight but lose many, including their companion Colossus, who reveals they are someone named Hamish. They flee the burning city but realize there are too many enemies to escape from. Lithius remembers he has a teleportation scroll and rips it in half. The party splash into a body of water. You all, I believe, had rolled a D100 and you guys got a permanent mark of insanity. But maybe you didn't, and that's something that will need to happen on the first session. Oh, also, just if you're level 7, remember to level up. You're supposed to be level 8 now.
Okay.
And then my next notes are: the party discovers that they are around some ruins, in a small pond. You see that there is a river that feeds into this pond. You can also hear the ocean, and can tell that you are near the coast.
Roll 20 chat tips? The fuck is that? Oh. Okay. How long has that been there?
Plan on having this be the last season, so hopefully
Everyone dies.
well, no, but hopefully we can conclude and wrap this tale up nicely. No
Well,
matter what, this is like the season finale, or the series finale this season.
so do you have a direction for us, or is this choose your own ending kind of thing? You either go
Kind of.
here and end it, or go here and end it.
Kind of, yes. So there are, depending on if you guys go follow Lithius's route, or if you follow Xerx's route, or if you follow Ira's route, there is an ending in store. It's a matter of what route you take. 2 of the routes take you to... I guess all of the routes take you to a different island. So you will be leaving this big island, no matter what, unless you just decide to stay on it or something. Like, we're going to commit seppuku or whatever, you know?
We're gonna play Sudoku.
Yeah. We're going to just build a cabin and wait out the storm. All routes lead you to a different island. The route you take will lead you to a different island. So it's not guaranteed to end up at the same island. It's kind of what you guys want to do and how you want to do it. One route has just kind of a quick line, I guess, to the ending, but you don't really get a lot of information. A different route reveals information that maybe another route would not reveal. So you may not get the full picture depending on what route you take. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So where you guys are now is kind of where I need to know, like, the 3 of you, which route do you want to take? Do you want to go with Lithius to the island that his ex-coworkers marked out? Or do you want to go to the graveyard and then the forge? Or do you want to go to where the star is? I guess granted, the star is supposed to be a little closer.
I feel like Ira has the biggest stake in this because she has a personal level of like finding her sister. So, of the directions, Xerix probably wants to go in that direction because, of course, family's strongest. Like what Vin Diesel says.
Family.
Yeah.
So then,
I mean, if there's something that's kind of along the way,
I don't think there is. Like, so the graveyard is up here,
Yes.
and Lithius is down here. Well, he wants to go down there, and then what was it? Oman, where
Omen.
Ira wants to go.
Yes, that is where most of the cultists are.
That's where the clues pointed.
Yeah.
So,
And-
like, wasn't there like a cauldron thing involved? Or
Yeah. So there is, you know, that there is something that is called a well, a moon well. And that seems to be a method of transportation. And you know that there is a moon well. Hold on, let me check notes. Checks notes. This one, this one, this one. Yes, good. Oh my god, I gotta zoom in so far. Ah, yes. It's right there. You know that there is a moonwell close to Blackstone. So there's a moonwell, like, right here. Yep. But you don't really know how to access the moonwell. So it's kind of a route that what route do you want to go take, Ira? Feels like you could get more. Well, no matter what, you need a boat, right? You don't have a way of getting off of this island that you know of. So what would Ira do? She knows that there is a thing called a moonwell, and that seemed to be a way of transportation in the past. You also know that there was a pirate boat that the pirates at Skull Inn talked about. That was somewhere around here.
around where? Sorry.
Like around Codfin.
Oh, okay.
You also know that there was the forge. Forge was like around here.
But it's underwater now, right?
No, you guys, the forge wasn't
Oh, it
flooding.
just drained.
Yeah, it had drained and revealed itself, and you were able to see that there was a river that was supplying water to the location, but the forge itself was not flooded. The campsite was flooding of rainwater.
I feel like the pirate ship thing is maybe on one of the easier choices, but I am curious about the moonwell personally.
Yeah, okay. So then things. More diary. You know that there was something to do with the water. Moonwells. History of Moonwells. This was a book that you had found. Moonwells were the source of might of the druids of the Moonshae Isles. Moonwells had their own sources of light and were often surrounded by pillars of stone. The Earth Mother was able to manifest her power through the Moonwells. If corrupted by dark magic or filled with corpses, Moonwells would become dark wells, which could be used to summon or create evil creatures, or even act as portals to other dimensions.
But is that what we want? Like, is that... I don't know if that would get us to where we want to go.
How did you get into the forge?
We
Into
fell
the
down the
what?
well.
Yeah, and what was at the bottom of the well?
Water.
No,
No.
actually,
Dead bodies.
dead people.
Yeah, corpses.
And then water.
So, but there was a locked door. You knew you could go further, but you did not have the key to go further into said well, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that is an option. And I think you guys would understand that, like, this well has become a dark well. It has clearly been used to summon or create evil creatures, and it seems to have a mode of transportation in it.
Or
Furbolgs polluted the Moonwell to allow the beast Khazgoroth to enter the Forgotten Realms. The beast was killed with the sword of Cymric Hugh. And the well was afterwards cleansed by the goddess. So the mausoleum that was at the graveyard was of the royal family, and it contained the remains of Cymric Hugh, but his remains were not in the mausoleum. So that was a thing of wanting to check out. Things the party would like to investigate. We'll show this. Mysterious clerics. Do you feel like you guys have investigated those? Do you think they're still mysterious?
because they all turned into like bad guys, right?
Yeah.
They all turned into
Been-
tentacle creatures.
Yeah. So we'll mark that off that you guys have investigated them, and they are just bad guys. Talk with Chancellor's wife and find out about head of clan things. You guys did that. The forest. You guys checked out the old ruins. You checked out the goblin mine. You checked out statues. You checked out the campsite. And then we have here that you guys still wanted to go and check out the gory well. Which I think you guys would understand that you would probably make that assumption that this is probably a dark well. Or an example of a dark well.
Yeah.
Why do the cultists want Ira? You guys understand
Because they
that?
need both her and her sister to like do whatever bad thing they need to do. If I remember correctly, something like that.
Yeah, it was like summoning something. Summon Talos, I believe, is what one of them had said. And then something about can't fight your destiny. I don't know. Where did Shadow go? That's still marked on here.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Shadow did disappear in the forest, so if you guys wanted to go back to the forest, that's an option too.
Well, I mean, the
How
well
did-
is in the forest.
Yeah, that's true. How did Doppelganger get into our group? Graveyard is checked off.
Doppelganger was Bailey, right?
Yes. Graveyard was checked off, and I think that was specifically just so Xerix could get his brew, his poison stuff, his special flask.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Tara being hung? You guys solved that. Is Tara guilty or set up? Was Tara guilty or was she set up?
She was set up.
Guilty being set up.
Joff. Is he trustable or suspicious?
I don't
Yes,
know if we know that.
Based on that name.
Isn't he the guy that was dead?
Yes, he
Supposed-
was the drug dealer for
Yeah.
yeah, the Baron or whatever his name was. And he had died allegedly when Lithius ship was getting attacked, but then he saw Joff again. Mayor's death. You guys investigated that. Go talk to Barrick. You guys had done that. Investigate red circles mouse found. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. You guys did find that there was red summoning circles that you had seen in the barn in the city. Because Famil had sent off mouse.
Yeah, and that's where all the zombies and shit exploded from.
Yeah. Find Joff, ask about what's going on
think
red
we-
circle.
Ruined a couple of them, but not enough. Clearly, there were many more than we thought.
Yeah, you were able to get one. But it would have been you go do that instead of going to the hanging. Okay, so what do we need to add to this list? Investigate. Okay, so you guys want to get off of the island. And you guys want to open forge door. Check. Get into graveyard mausoleum. And find Ira's sister. Go to Joff's location. Red circle with. Okay. So I think maybe this will be a decision that we'll have at the first session. In just you guys talking to each other as a group and figuring out what you want to go do. But I will prepare for if you guys go back to the graveyard, on your way to Blackstone, if you're going to the Moonwell or if you're going to the Darkwell. Right? Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, Darkwell is right there. So let me make a little mark. I'll make a little anvil. Yeah, that's kind of an anvil, right? Okay. Any questions so far? Or concerns or I don't know.
I don't think so. At least not right this second.
Okay.
I have a better idea of what I want to do, at least.
Yeah. Go through the handouts. Just kind of get a quick refresher. A, NPCs, enemies, maps.
Can you put the ones that are related to the family that got sick from the well into their own little section?
Sure. Yeah.
Does that make sense? So that my brain can keep them separate.
Higher patient 0. Submit. Okay, so that's gonna be that one. That's Dr. Hamish. Who wrote a novel about the zombies. Let's see, here it is. There. That one. Child's diary. Okay, I have that in there. We'll just kind of organize these, all the handouts. Make a handout that's for. Okay. So that should be a little more clean. I guess this would be part of found in Durnal Forest. Ooh, current jobs. Okay. It is all there.
Thank you.
Yes. Who has the key? Oh, Xerix. Xerix has the vault key. That's why you can see that handout.
Okay, I'll add it to my thing.
It's in the handout. Joff's map. Use Strait of Alaron. Avoid Deep Vale. Campsite map you guys had found. The map of Caer Caladir. That's right. You guys had gotten a better map. Yeah, I think that's it. Just remember to level up your characters to level 8. We'll do Insanity next time. If you have questions, I guess just message me.
Okay.
But for the first session, we will go over the Insanity, and then we will go. You guys will have time to just kind of talk about what you know and where you want to head to next, because you do all feel it's going to be nigh impossible to get back to Caer Caladir at this point. Blue is nice. Red is a good color. That's it for today, though. For tonight. Are you guys wanting to start at 6 or 5 or 7 for the next episode, next session?
I'm okay with 6 or 7, depending on how late we go.
Yeah.
The good news is we've gotten past a lot of the combat. So if you guys are fine starting at 6, I say let's start at 6 for the first session. That's on the 10th, right?
Sure.
Sounds good.
Yeah.